Chad.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Help me understand something. Your CRS says that there was a default during the War of 1812. Depending on who you talk to, there were defaults in the 1970s here. You say this has never happened before. But explain in detail why you're so convinced that they would not fault. Now, what do you know, or is this just a feel thing based on, for the most part, history?
Well, the history of this issue is that the negotiating partners understand default is not an option. And that's why we always ultimately settle on some agreement. That has happened every time in the past, and it will happen again this time. The agreement is made by those who have political power. Those are given by elections. We have divided government. There has to be an agreement between the Speaker and the President, and there will be. And the sooner they get started talking directly or through their designees, the sooner we'll get an outcome.
Leader McConnell, do you accept as legitimate the verdict in New York finding that Donald Trump was liable for sexual abuse and defamation?
That's about presidential politics, and that'll all be settled in the primaries next year.
What about the verdict itself, the merits of the verdict?
It's all, I don't have any observations about it. The American people are going to have to decide, particularly Republicans and Democrats, who they want to run for president next year.
You've always been a staunch supporter of the military. I wonder what you made of General Austin is out today with really stern warnings about readiness, also talking about profound confusion and disturbance for service members and their families as a result of Senator Tuberville's blockade of defense nominees. Do you still support that, or what's the way out?
You have to ask Senator Tuberville about that.
Do you support him?
No, I don't support putting a hold on military nominations. I don't support that, but as to why, you need to ask Senator Tuberville.
Leader McConnell, do you feel like this verdict, this E. Jean Carroll verdict, makes it harder for for Trump to win in a general election? Does it make it harder for you to win your Senate races in 2024?
Well, there's no question the presidential race is going on pretty early, and the Republican primary voters are going to determine sometime next year who they want to be the nominee, and I don't have any advice to give them.
Would you support him? Will you support him?